everybody, this is Calvin Waite. I trade crypto for a living. I'm not a registered or licensed financial advisor, planner, or broker, so nothing on this channel should be taken as a recommendation to buy or sell. I also trade all of these things, so I probably have a vested interest in there. But there's plenty of entertainment value and lots of education, so this will be awesome. For those of you who didn't know, my subscription channel is live. So look at the link in the description over at cryptoinfluencers.com and you can see how I make all of my trades and what I do and what I think about everything. This channel is for more hypothetical and looking at trends, and the other one is for actual trading, so you might be interested in that. All right, happy Tuesday, everybody. I was busy doing a lot of stuff yesterday and got too busy to do a free video. Obviously, I do the pro ones every market close. So, but anyway, I just wanted to remind you that I'm giving away $1,000 before December 22nd. And it's to anybody who has subscribed to the free channel on cryptoinfluencers.com. So right now, the odds of winning is 1 in 9.3. So about 1 in 10 is going to win $100. There are 10 winners, and all you have to do is just be subscribed to the free channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. So pretty simple there. Also, another announcement, I am going to be doing my live stream tomorrow. So tomorrow at 12:15 Mountain Time, 2:15 Eastern Time, I will be streaming live, and we'll talk about a bunch of stuff and get a good feel for where the markets are and that kind of thing. So hope you can join me there. But let's jump right in and talk about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin yesterday was pretty much doing a fairly depressing day. We had a nice red day. We ended up with a candle wick bottom around 16,000, and then we pulled back up and got back to about 50% of our candle. So there was support in this candle, even though it was a red day. And I think you guys hopefully saw that I tweeted out and tried to message where I put social media things. I put all of these numbers into the predictor, and we were expecting a green day today. At least 0.5%. The median was a full percent. So there was a pretty strong indication that we would have a pretty decent green day. Hard to read if you're just looking at this. I've been waiting this entire time for a move to the upside of some kind. And it's been 8 days since our cycle low. And I kind of figured that if we have this big drop, we should have a pretty good drop to kind of cement that in stone. But this drop was pretty weak. We barely got a new cycle low by like merely a couple $100. And so I'm not entirely sure if we're fully out of the woods. So this is what I'm hoping. If we end up going up to about 17,000 and then returning back down, it's going to be ugly. This is where I think we're probably in for some more downside. But what I'm really hoping is that we go all the way up and reject off of the 50. The 50 is at 18,400 right now. And so if over the next couple of, about a week or two, I'm expecting a pretty good bounce. I'm expecting that we come up a decent ways, and I'm hoping we can at least get rejected off of the 50. And if we come back down and find support around 17.3 or somewhere in there, then we will be ready to turn this market around. So that's kind of what I'm hoping. This, I've been saying ever since this FTX drop that it's going to take 1 to 2 months. And I'm thinking we're about there. 6 to 8 weeks is still on the table. So about twice as much time as we've put in. But we should start seeing some kind of movement, and a movement to the upside should happen. Today's candle, just to kind of talk a little bit further about where our markets are. This is the, I'm going to call this variance. variance is probably a better word for this. So there's a 13% variance between our September 3rd, 2015 day and the history that I'm using in the AI and our current last 55 days. This variance is the lowest we've seen since the drop. So we haven't seen a variance this low in 3 weeks. And what that means is that the data points are lining up really well against this specific situation. So this is our most likely scenario with the current data that we have, which looks pretty good if you ask me. And it doesn't mean that we're fully out of the woods and that nothing can really, go wrong, but these are the other scenarios. This is a 17.5% variance. Anything above 20 is a little bit hard to believe. 17's kind of, it's realistic. But you can see how the shape of this chart is just not the same. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. Oh goodness, I'm not even showing you. The shape of this chart down here is not as good as the shape of the chart up here. And when I get up to this tighter variance, this is our most like scenario, you can see that things are a little bit closer. You can see how we were trading in a range. Here's day 55, and then we have a spot in here, so we could see how this day and somewhere in here, and then a couple of days, and then we're starting to get more data points down in the bottom. So it's adding up to match a lot closer. So what did we predict? We predicted a decently green day tomorrow, and that should start a move to the upside. And as long as we can get about past, about to half to the midpoint, our trading range is sitting at 18,800. If we were to wick up to that or anything like that, it would be phenomenal. So we'll see. The AI is predicting a move to the upside, and I've been waiting for it because we really haven't seen a decent swing high. On Bitcoin, this is our swing high. We got it right here. And this one could be one, but you'd have to go all the way back to this candle to get there. So we have a couple of really weak swing highs. The swing lows are very obvious. This one's it, there's no question. And this one can be it if we have a green day tomorrow. So we're having these little subtle moves, and we haven't seen a decent bounce off of this drop. So I would expect that to come. What I really like about today is that the S&P was slightly negative. It lost 0.17%, and Bitcoin is green. So that I'm hoping that Bitcoin can decouple and be its own market, because I don't have a lot of trust in the S&P. I think the S&P is going to be struggling for a little bit because we are hitting a very obvious resistance. So our 200-day is really close to the close 2 days ago, or 3 data points ago. And our declining resistance is going to get more intense. I wouldn't expect the S&P to hold up very well. So can Bitcoin still perform with the S&P struggling? That's really the wild card. As far as Ethereum goes, though, you can see that both Ethereum and Bitcoin really haven't had a decent swing high. This is it for Ethereum. At least it's a little more clear. But what we're really looking for is a decent move that kind of pulls us outside of the most recent price action. Yesterday on the Pro channel, I pointed out this line that we have resistance that flipped to support, and yesterday's candle came down and confirmed support on the other side of this, which also lends itself to having a decent good day today. So we did. And the formation, if we can close here, we still have 2.5 hours, but if we can close in a formation like this, both Bitcoin and Ethereum have a bullish engulfing candle on the table. And that would definitely help a lot to get our, to finally cement a move to the upside. I'm really watching this 20-day. The 20 days acting a little strange because we have the sudden move up is because of this bounce here. And so tomorrow, we'll be factoring in this data point and replacing it with another. So we'll probably start leveling off. And if we can get above 16,600, that will get us above the 20-day, which would be a major move as far as a change in momentum from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks. So that's kind of the summary of what the market is doing right now. With Bitcoin and Ethereum doing as well as they have, we are enjoying quite a nice green day on the alt market. Almost everything is in the green. There have not been any real big outperformers. The XCN chain did have a decent percent gain, but the market, like, look at this chart. It's not pretty. That one needs a few of those. But I kind of went through. Dash was a decently big mover. Dash is one that we are long on in the Pro channel. And this one's looking phenomenal with support off of the 50. And then Dogecoin is the other one. And Dogecoin is in the green zone. And we're long and holding for Doge, hoping that guy will do well. So anyway, that's pretty much the summary on the market. It'll be fun to do the live stream tomorrow and do all of that. So hopefully we can catch you tomorrow. But so far so good. We were expecting a green day and we're getting one. And if we can get a bullish engulfing candle on the books, we may start a decent leg up on both Ethereum and Bitcoin, which will be very welcome since the FTX thing. Okay, with that, I will let you go. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for making it to the end of my video. Make sure you keep those trades small. Don't force a trade. Don't get impatient. And if you want to see how all this works, please come over and check me out on the subscription channel at cryptoinfluencers.com. Again, the link is in the description.